Deep in the heart of the Whispering Woods lived a raccoon named Riley. Riley had a mask like a hero and a tail with stripes like a tiger. Most of all, Riley had a very curious nose. One sunny morning, he found something sparkly in a heap of dry leaves. It was a bright blue glass bottle. "Oh, how pretty," Riley chirped. He poked it with a paw, wondering where such a treasure came from. "That bottle is not a toy, young Riley," a voice hooted from above. It was Silas the owl, perched on a branch of the great oak. Silas was very old and knew exactly how the world turned. Riley looked up, holding his blue bottle tight. "But Silas, it is so shiny. Why would anyone throw it away?" Silas fluttered down. "It isn't being thrown away, Riley. It is waiting for its second life." Just then, a large green truck rumbled down the road near the woods. It went clatter clank clatter. Riley and Silas watched as a man in a bright vest tossed a bin of bottles and cans into the back. "That is the magic wagon," Silas explained. "It takes things to a special place where they can become new again. Let us follow it and see." They followed the truck to a big, bustling building with many spinning belts. There they met a man named Otis. Otis wore a tall cap and a very friendly smile. "Welcome to the center of circles," Otis said. He picked up a blue bottle just like Riley's. "Today this is a bottle, but tomorrow it will be something even better. Watch closely." On the other side of the factory, Silas found the result. The molten blue glass had been poured into a new mold. "Look here, Riley," Silas called. Instead of a tall bottle, the blue glass was now a sturdy, round jar. It was filled with golden honey and sat on a shelf, ready for a family to take it home. The blue bottle had begun its second life. Riley watched through a heavy glass window. Inside, the blue bottles were crushed into tiny bits that looked like sea glass. Then, they were melted in a giant, glowing pot until they flowed like honey. Riley pressed his paws against the glass, his eyes reflecting the warm orange glow of the furnace. He had never seen anything so magical. Next, Otis showed Riley a pile of old, dented tin cans. They were gray and dull, but Otis didn't mind. "These are very strong," Otis told Riley. He placed the cans into a giant press that went whir-thump. The cans were flattened and melted down into big, silver sheets that shimmered like the moon. Riley touched the cool metal with a curious finger. Finally, they visited a lady named Mabel at the paper mill. Mabel was stirring a giant vat of what looked like wet, mushy clouds. "This is yesterday's news," Mabel said with a wink. She showed Riley how the mushy paper was pressed flat and dried into crisp, clean white sheets. "Old paper doesn't disappear," she explained. "It just waits for a new story to be written." Silas flew over to a bright workshop across town. A young boy named Julian was there, looking at something brand new. It was a shiny red bicycle with chrome handlebars that sparkled in the sun. "That frame is made from the very metal Otis press," Silas whispered. Julian hopped on the seat and rang the bell, ring ring. The old cans were now carrying a friend on a grand adventure. Riley and Silas returned to the Whispering Woods just as the sun began to set. Riley didn't look for treasures in the trash anymore. Instead, he carefully placed his scraps into a bin with 3 spinning arrows. "I am helping the magic circle," Riley said proudly. Silas nodded, holding a brand new book made from Mabel's paper. Together, they knew that every little bit helped keep their world beautiful.